Before we start drawing piping routes, there's a tool we need to explore and understand: 3D sketching. You're probably familiar with 2D sketching in SolidWorks, and this is similar, but allows us to move away from sketching in just one plane. So to take a look at a 3D sketch, let's start by opening up a new assembly from our exercise files that has a number of tanks that all need connecting. So we'll start by opening the exercise folder, going into Chapter 2, 0201, and then we're going to unzip these files, hit Extract, open the 0201 pipe routes file. So now let's take a look at this assembly. There's a series of tanks that we can easily connect using routing. For your reference, these tanks came from the piping design library. You can see this completed piping here. This is created using auto routing. Now, if you look down the center of these pipes, you can see a sketch that was drawn. This is what we looked at in the design tree earlier, which we'll open up here now. And it's actually the route sketch. And now if you notice, this is created using a 3D sketch. So when I highlight this, you can see in orange the entire sketch that goes down the center of these pipes. This actually goes from connection point to connection point. So as we mentioned earlier, these are crucial to connect so that the software knows that these are all part of the same route and all part of the same 3D sketch. Now, although auto routing generated this, we can also create this manually by generating that 3D sketch by hand. So let's explore the 3D sketching software by opening up a new part. Let's go up to File, New, and then we have Part highlighted here, and we're going to click OK. We just want a blank canvas that we can use to explore this new tool and just get comfortable sketching around at some different planes and different angles. To start, we're going to go up to the Sketch tab, just like you would when you're creating a 2D sketch. But now, instead of just going ahead and clicking the large sketch option, you're going to click the drop down. Now, you're going to select 3D sketch. And you'll see you'll have the same toolbar of options that come up, and we're going to go ahead and select the line. The only difference is now, you'll notice that you have a triad option to sketch inside of. Now, I'm going to click on the origin to start my sketch and draw a line just like normal. Now, when I click, I complete that line, and you'll see I have the option to move around in 3 dimensions. I can keep sketching in this same plane if I wanted to, and you'll notice that this plane is delineated by these 2 red arrows here, so you'll know which directions you are currently sketching in. Now I'm going to select another line, and this time, instead of staying in that same plane, I'm going to hit the Tab key. And this Tab key will allow me to switch between all of the different planes that I have options to sketch in. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line here, and then hit Tab again, and come over in this direction. Now you'll see I've actually sketched in 3 dimensions instead of the traditional 1. Now this is a fantastic tool, as you can probably imagine, for creating our piping routes, because our pipes will orient themselves along this route that we've created. Now I'm going to hit Escape to go out of this sketch and go ahead and confirm. So now you can see the completed 3 lines that I've created in different planes. However, when you're sketching in 3 dimensions, one thing that can be a little bit difficult is knowing which plane you're currently in and what direction your line is going in when you're trying to sketch. What we're going to do is open up something called a 4-view viewport. So we're going to go up to Window, up in the top bar, Viewport, 4-view. So now you'll be able to see this sketch from many different angles, and this makes it much easier when you're sketching to be able to really know where you're currently drawing in. So let's go ahead back into our 3D sketch by right-clicking and hit Edit Sketch. Now we're going to try drawing again, but this time seeing what our sketch is doing in 4 directions at once, on different planes, the front, left, top, as well as the trimetric view. So let's start by sketching up here. And as we draw, you can see what is happening on all the different planes at the same time. So although it might look like on the top that I just drew a sort of box shape, you can see on the others, I've actually created something 3-dimensional as well. So you can go also to see what your preferences would be by changing the viewport to 2-view vertical, 2-view horizontal, or just back to the single view as well. Just remember that this is always a tool for you as you're creating your new pipe sketches, that you can turn this on to make it a little bit easier for you to know what you're looking at. So I'm going to exit out of the sketch here. And now I'd recommend trying to draw some more lines in this view to see the difference in how it looks, and just play around with the tool so you can get more comfortable before you actually use it to create some of your pipes. Keep these 3D sketching techniques in mind as we start the routes in 3D space. It will help you make sure your pipes are taking the path that you want.